Okay, maybe I can understand the fact that we went headfirst into a pit. But seriously, people, this is the Gauntlet of Flame. This is going to get us all horribly, horribly killed. Well, do you see any other alternatives for us to do? No. Then we're going into the Gauntlet of Flame. We're all going to horribly die, aren't we? Well, let's hope not. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Eye of the Beholder, and when last we left off, we replaced Dryder with flames and fire and death, most likely, as we previously replaced Drow with Dryder. Let's have a look here and see what happens. There is an alcove. Yes, it was a convenient alcove of convenience that prevented us from dying. And there is a pit. We don't want to go into that. Oh! I saw a way to go there, and I just took it, because I did not want to die absolutely horribly to those fireballs. Those fireballs will obliterate... Oh, hello? You were not there a moment ago. Have we been teleported? I get the feeling we've been... Oh, we are being surrounded. We are being surrounded. That is really bad. The back line is getting hit here, and I don't think Sandstar has that much health to survive that. Yeah, I definitely think we've been teleported there. That's the only explanation I can have for us being surrounded suddenly by Hellhounds. Those Hellhounds, I underestimated them to start with because they weren't as tough as some of the other enemies. However, they do most certainly have their advantages. They attack quite fast, and those attacks can hurt quite badly. There's a ring here, though. We'll certainly grab that. Let's see what these rings... I'm not quite sure what these rings do, however. We're going to move back the other way now. Here we go. Let's see if this... I think this might teleport us. I'm not quite sure. But it sounds like there are a lot of enemies in there. And I have a theory about Hellhounds. And it is most likely that they are not affected by fireballs. Let's instead have Lightning Bolt prepared. Lightning Bolt seems a much better spell to have ready, just in case we have to fight tons and tons of Hellhounds. Or Driders, actually. I think it just shoots in a line. It might not be a bad spell to have ready, just in case. So without further ado, let's open this up and see what's in here, shall we? Hellhounds! This does not surprise me. There are a lot of them, though, by the looks of it. At least 2. At least 3. Maybe now is a good time to have, say, Lightning Bolt cast. Oh, it goes to a whole line of enemies. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. Excellent. That was the only 2 castings of it that we have, but hey, it certainly made our efforts a little bit easier. Okay, let's not cast Ice Storm, because if memory serves from a 3.5 edition of the spell, it's a massive area, and I'm pretty sure we'll get caught in it if we fire it right next to us. And the sheer amount of ice and bludgeoning damage it does ensures that we will pretty much die in very, very short order. There are a few of these, though. How many Hellhounds do a drow need? Well, that's an open-ended question there. How many do you think they need? Well, clearly more than the amount that they currently have, because we're just obliterating them. Then you've answered your own question. They clearly need more than they currently have in their possession. In fact, they have less and less the more time that goes by. I think we're going to need to use Cure Serious here. Oh, definitely Cure Serious. In fact, we might need to use more than Cure Serious. You might need to use Lay on Hands as well. And we need to re-equip this weapon. And I think we need to use something like, say, Bless. There we go. That might help. Protection from Evil might also help. Do we have that prepared? There we go. That also might help. Wow, now we have red and yellow borders. Excellent. Hopefully this will be enough to help make sure we don't die horribly to all of these Hellhounds. Meanwhile, I think we need some more spell casting to cure Valendra's wounds. Very, very slightly. In fact, some archery might not go amiss here as well. And indeed, one arrow did hit. Will another hit? No, that one's going to fly all the way... Oh no, it might have hit. Yep, we're doing quite well at hitting with them. Okay, another arrow. Marvellous. Let's just get that back there and fire some more arrows. Everyone that hits is one less hit with the weapons that we need to land, which is always, always good. Alright, there we are. Let's quickly re-equip these while we still can. Do we have all of them? I think we might. However, we need to do some more healing. That Cure Light really doesn't do very much anymore, does it? How many more Hellhounds are in here? Well, we're about to find out because we've been locked in. Alright, where are all the Hellhounds? There's one. Hello, how are you? We're going to kill you now. We're going to primarily kill you with these melee weapons, but we do have a bow as well on hand, just in case. There we go. Excellent. Right. Let's keep looking around, shall we? Here is a Mage Scroll of Invisibility. I'm pretty sure we have that spell already. Let's drop this adamantite longsword for now. There's really not much reason for us to hold on to that. But right now we are trapped. We are indeed trapped. However, there's a very obvious switch here. Aha! And that's opened up this way that has a Cleric Scroll of Hold Person. Better than Flame Blade, as we're unlikely to use Flame Blade. And that has probably opened the way back to where we previously were. For now, however, let's just see what happens if we rest, because we really, really don't want to be running around with no lightning bolts prepared and no healing spells. Excellent. All those spells have expired. Turn around. Indeed, it is turning us around, so we want to ignore that, and we want to say head in a different direction. This way, and... oh! Okay, this is an invisible wall. Or rather, a illusionary wall. It's not invisible, it's very visible, but not there. The Night Stalker. Well, this is a new weapon I've never seen before. Let's take that and put that there, shall we? Excellent. Do we, how many of these are magic? Because we could drop a non-magic one. There we go. We might as well drop these non-magical axes. We have no need for them anymore. So what does this lead to? This leads to this door here, and this door leads to... ah, this is an area we've already been to. So I don't think we're going to... yep, that's just turned us round again. Very well played there. There is a door here. Let's see where this leads us. Anywhere interesting? Well, there's a bunch of doors there. That one can't be opened, can't be opened, can't be opened, can't be opened. Has probably just opened all of them. Oh dear. Well, let's see how good this new weapon we've got is. The answer is... let's see. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think it's missed yet. Okay, that's a very good weapon. Let's cast Protection from Evil 10 feet here. That seems a pretty good idea. And then we'll cast Bless. Actually buffing in combat? What is this? This is something unexpected. Very unexpected. But still very good. The more buffing we do, the less likely we are to take damage, and the less likely we are to take damage, the more likely we are to survive. Alright. These are not particularly difficult now that we have this new weapon. This new weapon, I might add, I found completely by mistake. I mean, unless you're going around walking into every single wall you can, if I was designing a game like this and somebody was doing that, or I knew that people would do this, I'd definitely have secret areas that led to exceptionally bad things, like switches or pressure plates that only could be accessed by finding this secret, and it then having loads of monsters behind it. Oh, hello! One more Hellhound, I think. Excellent. Let's deal with this one. There are worse enemies in D&D than Hellhounds, and Drider. Here is a ring. Well, might as well have you equip it. And here is a medallion. Might as well have you equip that. And that was pretty much it for there. What else do we have then? Here are... ooh, stairs down. We might be using those pretty soon. What about in here? Anything in here at all? There's a long corridor of... ah, long corridor of here are Driders. Okay. Well, oh, you're not even going to throw a spear. Oh, you threw a spear there. Fair enough. Excellent. Sandstar has gained a level of experience. Must be quite high level now. If you were throwing spears, here would be a fantastic opportunity to accumulate a few of them. And by a few of them, I mean an absolute load of them. Are we being hit by multiple drow there, or is it just the spears as well? I think it might have just been the spears as well there. No secret switches or anything? No, I thought I saw one. It was just a thing with the design on the wall. Also, really sure I do not want to go into the... I'm pretty sure I do not want to go into there. Why would I want to go into there? It actually seems like a pretty terrible idea. So we're not going to go in there. We're going to go down to the next floor and hope that there's not an item in there that we desperately need. Alright. What are we currently wearing? There's a banded mail. I don't know why we're carrying around this scale mail, but there we go. Maybe it'll be useful at some point. Okay. Down we go. Alright. Hopefully there'll be no more drow. Oh, there's going to be more drow, aren't there? It looks like there's going to be more drow. Well, let's see what we can do. There's a bunch of doors. A lot of doors, actually. Well, we might as well try this one. What's the worst that's going to happen, apart from us finding more corridors, and a door we can't open? You need a special key. I do not have such a special key. Maybe we'll find one along the way. Watch your head. There are some pits here. Oh! Those are rocks. That's not good. Why would... Ooh, these are, pretty decent rocks, actually. We'll swap these rocks out. There we go. Is there any purpose to this barring those? I mean, that's not going to open anything there, and there are no switches in the wall. Well, let's see what... Hang on. Oh, they're a key! All this time they're a key? Well, that's quite useful to know. I'm definitely going to be careful now. What do we have here? A Mage Scroll of Stone Skin! Alright, that's definitely worth holding on to. Drop that potion of poison. Oh, but that's my lucky potion of poison that you're dropping there. It's okay, you can pick it back up afterwards. Yes, it's very fortunate. It reminds me of the beginning of our adventure. Poison reminds you of the beginning of our adventure. Yes, it does. What's in here? Ah, Displacer beasts. I believe we've seen one of you before. We saw one in the storage area when we were starting that very, very long-winded selection of puzzles that led towards the way to the floor past the drow. That was where all the skeleton warriors were later. These Displacer beasts, this one is hitting quite hard, but I don't think normally they do hit this often. That said, I've only encountered one of them, so who knows? Maybe they do hit this often. There's a key here. A key that we most certainly are going to be... Okay, 18 damage, that one is dead. What do we have here? A drow key. Well, we might as well hold on to this item and use it on... Oh! We've actually run out of doors to use it on. Well, at least we know that that is how that works now. And I think it might be time to rest, because the last thing we want right now is to run out of health and have Valendra die. We are a long, long way away from the where the dwarves were, though we could get there quite quickly if we use the once we use the location to get to the dwarves, the use on the portals, that is. Alright, what do we have? This one says, Hall of Thieves. Hall of Thieves. Do we put something in here? No, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Also, we're running low on food. Well, we can sort that. One spell, and there we are. Everything is fine. There are a lot of alcoves here. A Cleric Scroll of Bless, a stone medallion, and a... Are we losing items? They're being stolen from us. These items are being stolen from us. I'm pretty sure they are. Pretty sure they are. There we go. We want to make sure these items are not taken permanently. Yeah, they're all being taken. That's pretty interesting, actually. Anything of particular note being taken? Let's go back and see what is... Wow, loads of things are being taken. There's a potion of extra healing here. We're gonna have to make sure that we don't lose all these items. What do we have there? A Mage scroll of Invisibility. Actually, you can... I'd be almost tempted to say you can keep that, but we're going to have to make sure we don't lose anything super important, aren't we? Also, don't equip that dagger there. Let's keep going. One scroll will come back here, I'm pretty sure. Thank you. Yeah, that's it saying, hey, we stole stuff from you. Can we get it back? Or are we just going to keep losing things every time we go through? I think we're going to keep losing things every time we go through. See, we just lost a helmet there. We don't want to lose a helmet. This is tricky. Is there a way to avoid this? There has to be a way to avoid this. Because I don't want to lose any of these items. Some of these items are probably quite valuable. Some of these items are also probably not very valuable at all. There we go, the Scroll of Shield. Okay, that's pretty unvaluable, pretty worthless. Is there a way we can avoid it? I don't know. The Hall of Thieves. Let's ignore the Hall of Thieves right now. Somewhere we've got to find a way to bypass that. We're missing an item. But going back to get it is probably going to cost us a lot of things. Is it anything important that we're missing? Let's have a look. If we go do that, we can grab every item that we're missing and be sure that we haven't lost anything important. See? I took an iron rations and a helmet. Whose helmet is that? I don't know whose helmet that is. Is it your helmet? It's now your helmet. Here is a rations, 2 rations actually. Just want to make sure we haven't lost... Yeah, see? We don't want to lose that item. Then again, I almost equipped that to his shoes, so that was a really bad place to potentially put that. There's another helmet. Then again, can you wear a helmet? We also lost a wand there. And thus, this is how you stop the heroes from saving the day, by having them lose all their items in little alcoves due to some magic. Aha! Indeed! We have a few empty slots now, but we could have had those anyway. We could have had those anyway. What's in here? Anything interesting? Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Okay. Anything in... Oh, Displacer beasts! Hello! Lots of you. I'm pretty sure we could deal with you, though. I don't know if it can take any of the arrows that are in your quivers. It didn't seem like it was able to. Well, these Displacer beasts aren't too tricky, though, which is fortunate, because we don't want them to be that tricky. 1 point of damage? Not bad. 4 is a little bit worse. They do have a lot of health. Maybe the one we encountered earlier did not have as much health. I find that unlikely, though. So, we have a hall that pretty much takes all of your items, and is cheeky enough to declare that it has done so afterwards. That is a completely whiffed arrow there. Utterly whiffed. Let's see, are there any more of them in there? I get the feeling there's going to be a lot more in here. But we haven't found them yet. However, there's somewhere here that requires a key. And if it requires a key, that's a useful place to go. But that's for next time, folks. For when we come back, after we've rested, we're going to see if we can find what the other enemy type on this level is, as most of the time there are 2 enemies that you'll be encountering. We've encountered one in the form of Displacer beasts, but the other one is still unknown. I just want to get out of this area that's full of drow. Are you actually genuinely saying you want to find the Kengu again? No, I do not want to find the Kengu! You know there's going to be something worse on the next floor, right? Yes, yes, I know. I know. You must be strong and full of courage. We will triumph and persevere. It's easy for you to say. You're a paladin. You get immunity to fear at later levels. I don't think I do in this version of the game, though. Oh. Oh, I thought you did. Well, my mistake. I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. For we're going to open this lock and we're going to see what's beyond. Later.